violations of international law and the UN Charter, including the recent aggression against Lebanon, attacks in the West Bank, the assassinations of Hamas leader in Tehran, and the Secretary General of Hezbollah in Lebanon, which constitutes a threat to regional peace and security. We express our unwavering support for the inalienable right of the people of Palestine to self-determination and for the relevant OIC and UN resolutions on Palestine that call for withdrawal of Israeli forces from the occupied Palestinian territories and for a peaceful and negotiated solution to the conflict. Recalling the resolution titled Condemnation of Israeli Oppression and Brutality against People of Palestine, adopted by the National Assembly of Pakistan in a session held on 2nd of August 2024, as well as other relevant resolutions adopted by the Parliament of Pakistan. This all-parties conference, number one, expresses its unequivocal condemnation in the strongest possible terms of Israel's genocidal campaign that has resulted in the loss of over 40,000 lives, mostly women and children, as well as grievous injury to the over 96,000 Palestinians, in addition to the widespread destruction and displacement of nearly the entire population of Gaza. Number two, condemns Israeli attacks against schools, hospitals, places of worship, shelters, and refugee camps, and its killing of aid workers and journalists in the unprecedented numbers and in complete violation of international humanitarian law. Number three, demands an immediate and unconditional ceasefire, an end to brutalities against the Palestinian people, lifting of siege of Gaza, provision of unimpeded humanitarian and medical aid, and to hold Israel accountable for its violations of international law, war crimes, and acts of genocide. Number four, urges the international community to take urgent measures to prevent Israel from further undermining regional peace and stability, including the prevention of Israeli aggression against Lebanon and other regional countries. Number five, expresses full support for the ongoing political and diplomatic efforts by the OIC, the League of Arab States, the United Nations, and other brotherly countries in addressing the prevailing situation in occupied Palestine, as well as for the peace and stability of the border region. Number six, calls on Organization of Islamic Cooperation to convene an emergency summit to discuss the situation in Palestine, Israel's brutal aggression in the region, and its implications for the regional peace and security, and underscores the need for unity of the Islamic Ummah. Number seven, calls for full implementation of the UN General Assembly Resolution ES 10/24 of 18th of September 2024, which inter alia demands an end to Israeli occupation, the provisional measures by the International Court of Justice that call for preventing Israel from committing further acts of genocide against the Palestinian people, as well as ICJ's advisory opinion of 19th of July 2024 that reaffirmed the illegality of the Israeli occupation. Number eight, recalls the joint communique of the Arab Islamic Summit of 11th November 2023 that called for all countries to stop exporting weapons and ammunition to the Israeli occupation authorities. Number nine, expresses its support to the role of the United Nations Relief and Working Agency for Refugees in providing relief to the Palestinian people. Number 10, affirms Pakistan's determination to redouble its efforts for all possible political, diplomatic, moral, and humanitarian support for the brotherly people of Palestine. Number 11, appreciates the dispatch of 10 consignments of humanitarian aid from Pakistan for the people of Gaza and medical relief assistance for the people of Lebanon, and urges continued humanitarian aid to brotherly people of Palestine, including educational opportunities for Palestinian students and medical treatment of wounded Palestinian children in Pakistan. Number 12, declares unwavering support for the realization of the rights to self-determination and other fundamental rights of the Palestinian people, as well as for the establishment of a viable, secure, contiguous, and sovereign state of Palestine with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital, as well as for the state of Palestine's full UN membership. Number 13 calls on the government of Pakistan to continue extending political, diplomatic, and humanitarian support to the brotherly people of Palestine and to support diplomatic efforts for bringing to end the genocide in Gaza. Last, and number 14 decides to observe with special fervor 29th of October 2024 as a day of solidarity with the Palestinian people. Yes, 29th of November 2024. Oh, my apology. Zaban slip ho gayi. I'll repeat again. Last, and number 14 decides to observe with special fervor 29th of November 2024 as a day of solidarity with the Palestinian people. This resolution is hereby passed by all the parties in the conference held in Islamabad on 7th of October 2024.